Number 1. What is business function? Business function are the activities carried out by an enterprise. They can be divided into core functions and support functions. Core business functions are activities of an enterprise yielding income, the production of final goods or services intended for the market or third parties. The functional area of operation, sales and marketing, supply chain management, accounting and finance, and human resources. Sales and marketing sets product prices, promotes products through advertising and marketing, takes customer orders, supports customers, and creates sales forecasts. Supply chain management, developing production plans, order raw materials from suppliers, receive raw materials, manufacturers products, maintain facilities, and ships products to customers. Finance and accounting, financial accounting to provide summaries of operational data in managerial reports, controlling accounts, planning and budgeting, and cash flow management. Human resources, recruits, hires, trains, and compensate employees, ensure compliance with government regulation, and oversees the evaluation of employees. Number 2. What is business process? Business process is a collection of linked tasks which find their end in the delivery of service or product to a client. It is also the activities that takes some input and creates an output that is of the value to the customer. Sharing data effectively and efficiently between functional areas leads to be more efficient business processes. This is an example of how business processes work. Number 3. What is e-commerce? E-commerce refers to any forms of business transaction conducted online. The most popular example of e-commerce is online shopping, which defined as buying and selling of goods via the internet. However, e-commerce can also entail other types of activities such as online auctions, payment gateways, online ticketing, and internet banking. Number 4. What are the 3 different e-commerce business models? Business to business. B2B is when businesses sell to other businesses. This is typical of stationery stores who sell office equipment in bulk to businesses. Normally, B2B companies provide a discounted rate per unit if customers buy in bulk, which is great motivation for officers to avail of. Example, when a manufacturing company supplies product to warehouse of the specific company. Business to consumer. B2C is the most commonly thought of business model where merchants sell to consumers who buy a small amount of produce. A familiar example of B2C model would be supermarkets where consumers buy their shopping weekly but they wouldn't normally bulk buy anything. Example, when a consumer went to mall to buy clothes. Consumer to consumer. C2C is a relatively new business model where consumers who previously bought something seek to resell this item to another consumer. Through marketplaces like eBay and Craigslist, this can be easy and quite lucrative selling items that you no longer have a use for. Example, when you buy at thrift store, then you posting it online to sell it, to find the buyer, and you have a payment transaction. Number 5. What is transaction processing system? Transaction processing system is an information system that collects, stores, modifies, and retrieves transactions. TPS purpose may be to purchase an item, to process an invoice, to bulk bill, a bill number of individuals, or to reverse an item or service. Transaction processing system needs to support users in recording and tracking themselves, which takes place with external sources. For example, when you purchase a book from bookstore, you exchange money for a book. The point of sales ensures that your payment was successful and you can have your receipt. This is a good series of related operation ensures that you get the book and the bookstore gets your money. Number 6. Batch processing versus real-time processing. Batch processing is the collection and storage of data for processing at a scheduled time when a sufficient amount of data has been accumulated, while real-time processing is the immediate processing of data after the transaction occurs, with the database being updated at the time of event. In batch processing, transactions are all collected into one transaction file. Once a specific date occurs, the actual transaction takes place and the master file is updated at a scheduled time period. While in real-time processing, transaction event occurs and at the same time online courier database updating. Batch processing examples are check clearing, generation of bills, and credit card transaction. Real-time processing are reservation system and point-of-sale terminals. Number 7. What is business intelligence? Business intelligence is about delivering relevant and reliable information to the right people at the right time with the goal of achieving better decisions faster. BI requires methods and programs to collect structured data, convert it into information, and present it to improve business decisions. BI takes the vast amount of data generated by businesses and presents it in a meaningful, actionable way. BI is actually a large and complex field including performance management, analytics, predictive modeling, data and text mining, and a lot more. Imagine BI functioning like a grocery store. When you enter a grocery store and are looking for specific items like eggs and bread, you are not need to find an employee to ask from where to look. Instead, grocery stores are organized into aisles and signs that make the store relatively simple to navigate now. Imagine the items in the store are like your business data, and you need to collect information on production, billable hours, and sales goal. You are likely to go to 3 different experts and ask them where you can find this information, then you will go to someone else and have them compile it for you. BI is all about taking your messy information and turning it into tidy and accessible grocery store. This enables you to navigate your data on your own and find what you need without relying on others. Number 8. What are the 4 types of BI users? First, the professional data analyst. The data analyst is a statistician who always needs to drill deep down into data. BI system helps them to get fresh insight to develop unique business strategies. Second, the IT users. The IT users also play a dominant role in maintaining business intelligence infrastructure. Third, the head of the company. CEO or CXO can increase the profit of their business by improving operational efficiency in their business. Last, the business users. Business intelligence users can be found from across the organization. There are mainly 2 types of business users: casual business intelligence users and the power user. Number 9. What are the advantages of BI users? Advantages of BI users: boost productivity. With the BI program, it is possible for businesses to create reports with a single click that save lots of time and resources. It also allows employees to be more productive on their tasks. To improve visibility, BI also helps to improve the visibility of these processes and make it possible to identify any areas which need attention. Fixed accountability. BI system assigns accountability in the organization as there must be someone who should own accountability and ownership for the organization's performance against its set goals. It gives a bird's eye view. BI system also helps organizations as decision makers get an overall bird's eye view through typical BI features like dashboards and scoreboards. It streamlines business processes. BI takes out all complexity associated with business processes. It also automates analytics by offering predictive analysis, computer modeling, benchmarking, and other methodologies. It allows for easy analytics. BI software has democratized its usage, allowing even non-technical or non-analyst users to collect and process data quickly. This also allows putting the power of analytics from the hands of many people. Number 10. What are the disadvantages of BI users? Disadvantages of BI users. Cost. Business intelligence can prove costly for small as well as for medium-sized enterprises. The use of such type of system may be expensive for routine business transactions. Complexity. Another drawback of BI is its complexity in implementation of data warehouse. It can be so complex that it can make business techniques rigid to deal with. Limited use. Like all improved technologies, BI was first established keeping in consideration the varying competence of rich firms. Therefore, BI system is yet not affordable for many small and medium-sized companies. Time-consuming implementation. It takes almost 1.5 years for data warehousing system to be completely implemented. Therefore, it is a time-consuming process.